Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The record books are being rewritten, and some of football's greatest heroes are slowly fading into obscurity. Take, for instance, the case of Alfredo Di Stefano, one of the most iconic players in the history of the European Cup. Just 33 years ago, he was sitting comfortably at number 7 on the all-time top scorers list. But now, thanks to Erling Haaland's blistering pace, he's slipped out of the top 10 altogether. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Records are meant to change. But the reality is that these legendary players were instrumental in shaping the European Cup into the global phenomenon it is today. Di Stefano, who won 5 titles and scored an incredible 49 goals in just 70 games, was a key figure in Real Madrid's dominance of the competition back in the day. And yet, with the introduction of the Champions League era, his record has been steadily eroded by players from newer generations. Take a look at the numbers, and it's hard not to feel a sense of nostalgia for an era when matches were fewer, but goals were more abundant. In the first edition of the European Cup, there were just 29 matches played, compared to the 189 scheduled for this season alone. And while Di Stefano's average of 0.69 goals per game was incredible in its time, it pales in comparison to Haaland's astonishing 1.19 goals per match. But what's really striking is that this trend isn't unique to the European Cup. Even in England, where the Premier League has been a major player in the football landscape for decades, some of the all-time top scorers from the old First Division are slowly being forgotten. Take Alan Shearer, who remains one of only 2 players from this era still on the list. The question is, how did it come to this? Was it just a natural progression, given the increasing pace and complexity of modern football, or was there something more at play? Perhaps the answer lies in the way the sport has expanded over the years. With more teams competing for fewer spots, the pressure on individual players has grown exponentially. And what about the World Cup? Will we see a similar erosion of records as the tournament expands to 64 teams? Maybe not. But with next year's edition already pushing the boundaries, it's anyone's guess how this might play out. One thing is certain, however. The passing of time is slowly erasing some of football's greatest legends from our collective memory. And that's a shame. For fans who grew up watching these players in action, it's not just about the numbers. It's about the story behind them, their triumphs, their setbacks, and the impact they had on the game. So let's take a moment to appreciate the records of yesteryear. Not because we're nostalgic for a bygone era, but because these players helped shape our beloved sport into what it is today. And as we move forward, let's not forget those who came before us, the pioneers, the trailblazers, and the legends of the game.